Yeah, after you take mine, you got yours? I'll get it.
I just want to thank President Biden, Dr. Jill Biden, Mayor Bowser, and Chancellor Farabee for visiting Eliot Hine Middle School on the first day. Thank you. Check out the Eliot Hine School Network News Report.
Welcome to Eliot Hine's TV on Ustream,
DCPS Career and Technical Education,
and the District Knowledge Network.
I'm your host, Shay. I'm your host, Elena.
I'm your host, Kimani.
I'm your host, Amira.
Did you know Eliot Hine's Network has a new podcast and state-of-the-art studio?
Like us in on Apple,
iHeart,
Spotify,
Pandora,
Google,
and Amazon Music.
Let's get into Eliot Hine Network News Report.
Visiting Eliot Hine Middle School to ensure safe, secure, and smooth educational environment, all visitors are required to present an ID at the front and then again at the main office.
Unless you're picking up or dropping off your child, please only visit building with a pre-scheduled appointment.
Early dismissal policy. It's our hope that students are able to engage and learning for the entire day.
In the event you need to pick up your child up early for an emergency or medical appointment, please be advised that we stop early dismissal at 2:45 p.m. as our school shift to prepare for school-wide dismissed at 3:15 p.m.
I'm your host, Journey.
I'm your host, Ryan.
I'm your host, Sincera.
And I'm your host, Emery.
Arrival and school hours.
The student school day begins at 8:45 a.m. and ends at 3:15 p.m. Doors open at 8:15 a.m. for breakfast.
We will open the building at 8:15 a.m. for all students eating breakfast. Breakfast ends at 8:35 a.m. All meals are free for all students at Eliot Hine every day.
All students enter through the main entrance on Constitution Avenue, where DCPS requires all students to go through weapons abatement. Please talk to your student about this process, which includes students needing to remove hoodies, jackets, etc. prior to stepping through the machine.
Students may not bring glass bottles or any kind of spray, perfume, cologne, deodorant into the building. These will be held at security if students bring them inside.
Hi, I'm your host, Addie Talley.
And I'm your host, Jahari Trimble.
I'm your host, Zana Pinchati.
I'm your host, Addie Hankin.
Parents and guardians will not be able to enter Eliot Hine for arrivals and departure. If you are dropping your student off, we encourage you to drop them off on C Street, as Constitution Avenue is very narrow and can get very congested during pickup and drop-off. Students can walk up past the basketball courts to come around the front of the building to enter.
If you are dropping off on Constitution Avenue or picking picking up in a vehicle, please drop students off next to the athletic fields and plan a pickup location with your students. The front of the building is reserved for our buses for students who receive DCP as transportation to and from school.
If your child is not eating breakfast, we encourage them to arrive closer to 8:25 a.m. so that there is time to clear security and make it to class while avoiding too large of a group at breakfast.
All students will turn in phones, smartwatches, AirPods, headphones, and any other personal technology devices such as laptops, tablets, etc., and pass through security on the way in the building. We encourage students to leave phones and personal electronics at home, if possible.
Students will be dismissed from 3 doors, separated by grade level, and will receive their phones as they leave the building.
Students who ride school buses will be dropped off and picked up on Constitution Avenue.
Students should bring a sweatshirt or light jacket as temperatures may vary across the building.
Students who have school-issued devices from last year should bring these devices on day 1 to return for re-imaging.
I'm your host, Jaden.
I'm your host, Ifetao.
I'm your host, Aiden.
And I'm your host, Drew.
Kids Ride Free cards, bus Metro passes. All students are eligible to receive a Kids Ride Free pass for the year. If you have from last year, it is good through September 30th, 2023. These can be retrieved in the main office from Mr. Jackson.
Required immunizations and health documentation. All students must have up-to-date health forms on file for the school year. If you are having difficulty obtaining immunizations and an updated physical for your child, OSSI and DC Health are pleased to announce reoccurring mobile vaccination clinics at 3 locations provided by Kids Mobile Medical Care, Ronald McDonald Care Mobile. Students can receive their vaccinations at any of these 3 clinic locations, regardless of the student's school. Students will be seen regardless of insurance status. Care comes with no direct cost to patients. Families will never be billed for care. Check out these locations.
Clay Terrace, 5231 Cloud Place, Northeast, September 12th, October 3rd, October 24th, November 14th, December 5th. Potomac Gardens, 1238 Potomac Avenue, Southeast, September 19th, October 10th, November 19th, December 21st. King Greenleaf, 1350 Canal Street, Southwest, September 5th, September 26th, October 17th, November 28th, December 19th. Clinics are held Tuesdays except Thursday, December 21st. Clinic hours August through October, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. November through December, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Our next topic is school dress code. We understand that for some families, uniforms are much easier to manage, and for others, it is important to have their students wear their choice of clothing. If you opt to have your students wear a uniform, the colors are tops, red, gray, or navy blue, and bottoms, khaki or navy.
I'm your host, Katie.
And I'm your host, Chanel.
And I'm your host, Zena.
And I'm your host, Jalea.
Here are some guidelines for a student dress code. Clothing may not be transparent, see-through, and must provide adequate coverage. Students may wear distressed clothing with tears, but the tears should not be excessive to show underwear.
Students may not wear clothing that has explicit, violent, or hateful or drug-related content. Students may wear fashionable headwear such as headbands, wraps, hats, etc. Bonnets and do-rags are not acceptable in the school. Students wearing hoods or hats should be prepared to remove it inside if when requested by adults.
Students should wear closed-toed, hard-soled shoes. We ask that students not attend schools in flip-flops, slides, slippers, or sandals or heels. Students may not wear ski masks over their faces at all times in the school building or during school hours, at recess, on field trips, etc.
We strongly encourage all students to have a full change of clothes in their locker, backpack at all times, in case of any emergency. School supplies. Students who have school-issued devices that were not returned last year should bring them to school along with their charger on the first day of school to return for re-imaging and updates.
Network. I'm your host, Danielle.
I'm your host, Cody.
I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm your host, Jalea.
As we start the year, we encourage students to come prepared with a mask covering their mouth and nose and a positive attitude and readiness to learn.
Here are some supplies your student will need. 1 backpack to be stored in locker during the day, plug-in headphones, earbuds for computers within 5 with 3.5 millimeters, standard jack, noise canceling recommended, not required.
8 2-pocket folders, assorted colors are fine, and 2 composition books.
4 spiral notebooks and 1 pack of loose leaf filler paper.
1 pack of graph paper for students taking algebra in the 8th grade, and 1 pack of 355 index cards.
1 pack of pencils and 1 pack of erasers.
1 handheld pencil sharpener and 1 black or blue pack of pens.
1 pack of colored pencils and 1 pack of markers.
4 pack of highlighters and 2 glue sticks.
1 pack of pencil supplies, cases, or pouches. 1 basic function calculators.
1 ruler and sweatshirt or light jacket for fluctuating temperatures in the classrooms.
Students may decorate lockers with magnetic items only. If students place stickers or other items in their lockers, they will be responsible for removing all adhesive or repairing damage if applicable at the end of the year.
I'm your host, Jeremiah.
I'm your host, Ferris.
I'm your host, Tabria.
And I'm your host, Martin.
Eliot Hine is a DCPS connected school.
As part of this designation, we have the charge and ability to help link families to services, supports, and resources to meet a range of needs, as well as ensuring our school is a link to strong community partnerships and resources for families.
Please reach out to our Connected Schools manager, Lena Hyde.
Eliot Hine Middle School athletics information.
Fall sports practices are starting up soon.
Submitting student athletic forms early helps ensure your child is ready to start practices and to compete.
We're looking forward to offering the following competitive sports teams this fall.
Welcome to messages from Eliot Hine PTO.
Hello from the PTO.
We hope you had a great summer and look forward to meeting you at Back to School Night on Wednesday, September 14th.
We will hold special meeting later in September to kick off the year.
PTO meetings are held on the second Wednesday of each month throughout the school year.
The PTO plays an important role in supporting the school community, so we hope you'll consider becoming a PTO member for $10 a year.
If the cost is a barrier, please do not let that stop you from attending and becoming a member.
Sponsorships are available.
One of the first items of business will be to elect people to the following positions:
President,
Vice President,
Treasurer,
Secretary,
Parliamentarian,
Local School Advisory Team, LSAT, representatives for needed annually.
Please consider joining either the Executive Board or the LSA.
I'm your host, Kylie.
I'm your host, Ferris.
I'm your host, Anna.
I'm your host, Tabria.
Want to chaperone or volunteer? Get your DCPS volunteer clearance.
The best time to be a volunteer in DCPS is right now.
Having clearance will allow you to volunteer in our school community for events, pantry distributions, field trips, and more.
The application is worth a sit down and requires that you upload a photo of your driver's license.
The process can take several weeks to complete, so we recommend doing it as soon as you are able.
Clearances are good for 2 years, so if yours is expired or will expire soon, don't delay.
Introducing new staff to Eliot Hine.
Each year, we are excited to welcome staff who are new to Eliot Hine and some staff who are new to leadership positions at Eliot Hine.
See below for quick introductions to our newest Eagle staff members.
That's it for now. Tune in next week for Eliot Hine Network's news report.
Per Mr. Burks, we cannot leave without telling one joke.
I had a dream I was a muffler and woke up exhausted.
I'm your host, Kylie.
I'm your host, Ferris.
I'm your host, Anna.
I'm your host, Tabria.
Have a great day.